So dudes. So we're gonna be talking about unilateral work for the squat, okay? So the squat being a bilateral movement on both your feet, all right? But we talked about, if you watched our episode on how to improve your squat, we talked about doing single leg work to improve your double leg work, or doing unilateral work to improve your bilateral work, okay? So we're gonna start with a single leg squat to the box. So I'm getting my bench set up here. We're gonna start with an assisted version of this, all right? So assisted, come on over guys. Come over here and join me. So assisted, in this case I'm gonna go band. You could use a TRX if you want, or you could use a rope or chains or whatever you want. I don't really care. So hands on the bands here, okay? I'm gonna start right at the bench. I'm gonna go 1 foot up, okay? It doesn't really matter how high you go with your leg, you can go just above the floor. Okay, from here, I'm hinging up the hips, squatting to the box, standing back up, okay? Squatting to the box, standing back up. Talking about all those mechanics we talked about in our other videos. Keep the T-spine locked in, break at the hips first, back up, then you just switch legs. So you want to use, do your sets on both legs, or your third leg if you want to, if you have it. So that would be an assisted version of that movement. Then the same thing would just be unassisted, so essentially your body weight, so same thing here, just with no band. And then down, boom. And then what we want to do is we want to put that under a load. So after you go assisted, unassisted, then we're going load here. So we can go goblet style, to the bench and back. You could go dumbbells, you could go front rack on one side with the kettlebells, all the way down and back. You can go 2 kettlebells. You can pretty much do whatever you want. So that would be our single leg squat to the box, okay? Then from there, our next progression, we're gonna go to a static split squat, okay? So from here, unassisted version of this squat, I'm in my split stance here, okay? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let my back heel come up off the floor, okay? Let that back heel come up off the floor. I wanna make sure that my toes are forward, right? Now, what we wanna make sure we're doing, we wanna make sure our knees aren't traveling past our shoelaces or past our toes, but we also want to make sure that we're also still hinging at the hips like we would in a squat. So I'm breaking at the hips, bending at the knees, slightly leaning forward, knee to the floor, and then back. So I'm breaking at the hips, chest coming forward slightly and back, right? We don't want to be too far back here. We want to hinge at the hips, break the hips first, and back, okay? Then you switch legs, same thing, yep. So that would be the unassisted. Assisted, same thing up on the band. And then weighted, kettlebells, dumbbells, essentially the same thing, guys. I won't run through it again. Same thing as the single leg box squat. Assisted first with the band or TRX, unassisted body weight, then you add weight, kettlebells, dumbbells, whatever, okay? Then from there, from that static split squat, we're gonna go to a lunge, right? So now from here, same movement, I'm just stepping into it, okay? So I'm stepping into that, breaking at the hips, chest comes slightly forward, knees don't break the shoelaces, and back. Same thing, break the hips, and back, okay? And then our next progression up from there would be our rear foot elevated split squat, or Bulgarian split squats, also known as. So we take the bench into account again here. So we're bringing our bench back into it, all right? Come over, guys. So bench back into it here. Foot up on the bench. Honestly, preference as far as where your foot is. You can either go toe straight up or toe down. Either way, do whatever you want, feel whatever's comfortable. So now from here, it's gonna look exactly like the lunge, except now my foot is up on the bench, right? So now I'm solely unilateral here, okay? Rather than a unilateral stance where I'm both feet on the floor, I just have 1 foot on the floor, okay? 1 foot elevated. So now from here, same thing. I'm breaking at the hips, chest coming forward. Knees not traveling past the toes. It's coming forward, but it's not traveling past the toes. And back up. Breaking at the hips, and back up. Okay? And then same thing here, once we want to load that squat up, we can go dumbbell, we can go kettlebell, we can go front rack in the kettlebell, just like we showed you in that first progression, okay? So those are our unilateral progressions, guys, in order to make your squat better.